So, the final session of the day. So, everyone's had a couple of beers. Not everyone, I assume, but some people will have had a couple of beers. So, which should nicely lead us on to a bit of improvisation. Unfortunately, this is another session where we'll ask for volunteers. But, you know, we'll see how we go. So, this session is called Defend the Indefensible. I'll come on to what that means in a minute. Got to use one of my favourite gifts, which manages to wheedle its way into all my presentations. I've already given away the prize to Kelly, so don't worry about that. So there's loads of things in software development we can't talk about, or in the world in general. Like, who's the worst Prime Minister, Truss or Johnson? Impossible to tell, right? Descends into terrible arguments, and, you know, there's no right answer there, is there? Until the new right answer is proved by whatever ridiculous decision is made next. And we can't talk about Elon's Twitter purchase either, can we? You know what I mean? Because there is no purchase. It's just an endless hype machine. No deal will ever be made. And even if he tells the world it has been made, it probably won't have been. And then how evil the metaverse will be. Because we know it's going to be evil, right? But how evil, that's always up for debate. And we'll never agree on how evil it will turn out to be ultimately until we're all part of it and integrated into it and we can't do anything about it. And then we'll have realised how evil it is and we'll be like, oh, not again. Okay. So all these discussions always end up like someone shouting at a cat across the table. So we can't have empathy with other points of view. This is the challenge. Yeah? We never put ourselves in other people's shoes to find out how they really feel, even when they're saying something that we fundamentally disagree with. It's like, so how do we build the skills in order to cross that gap, to bridge that chasm? So, defend the indefensible is a way. I want you to defend what you don't believe in. So, I'll give you a statement. You must defend it for 30 seconds. And I need some volunteers. Joe Stead. Thank you, Joe Stead. Just Joe.
David.
Steve Miller. David, come on down.
Steve, was your hand up?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So, we've got 3 brave souls to start with. So, Steve Miller. I choose you. The first statement, and you will have 30 seconds. So if you want to stand up, please, Steve. So the statement is, I love quality engineering. It means that finally someone is responsible for quality, and it's definitely not me. Go!
But yeah, so I completely agree with this. Isn't quality engineering about the end-to-end quality? Quality is a holistic view. So everyone should care about it. It should be everyone, including me. I love quality engineering. Sorry, I shouldn't do that.
Why don't you focus on finally someone is responsible for
Finally, no.
That's definitely not me. That's definitely not me.
All right, that's 30 seconds. Thank you, Steve.
Could it have been BDD?
Could have done BD. Right, Joe. Stand up, Joe. So, NFTs are the ultimate in value for money, better than owning your own home, even better than owning a boat. Go!
So this is kind of awkward to actually fully agree with this. So this should be easy. So everybody's like, oh, NFTs are a scam. But do you know how much money I've won or made? One from NFTs? Loads. Do you know how I've done it? It's really, really easy. You just don't fucking buy them. And like the interest in your bank account is just way better than NFTs. But NFTs are great because if you're in your own home, you don't really, you've got a mortgage. Have you seen what's happening to them at the minute? Owning a boat, do you know how much work it is to own a boat? NFT is effortless and valuable because I get to own a little monkey picture. So who's the real winner? You with your boat that you've got to pay for, or me with my monkey picture that you can't copy and paste. Obviously me with the monkey picture. NFTs, easy.
Screen round a bit.
Yeah, he's had loads of time to prepare.
I've deliberately not looked.
Sure.
So if I can ask you that one, David.
What does it say?
You've never used it before.
I can flag it.
Okay, right. So, David Turner, I will only ever work for companies that use safe, registered trademark framework. All other agile ways of working are a sham.
Yes, so absolutely. So as been saying, I've never used SAFe, but it would be nice to have a process that's properly documented, has a really rigid set of rules that will mean that I don't need to think about how to solve a problem, because it'll all be beautifully laid out for me. And I'm sure it'll be very specific to the domain that I work in as well. No matter what problem we try and solve, it's all going to be there for me. Gwen did show me a diagram once, and I was quite excited to actually put that on my CV for my portfolio, if that included a beautiful diagram that showed how any problem could be solved just with people and how they communicate.
Lovely. Right then, anybody else? It's okay.
Matt, do you want to do one?
You don't get to choose. Oh, yeah, actually, Mark, come on, get up, do this one. Don't worry, it's DevOps, all day DevOps. Right. Okay. So, I missed the thrill and danger of overnight manual deployment. It's time they made a comeback in a big way.
There's something really thrilling about logging into a server and changing that ini file, isn't there? You know, just that thrill of hitting that save button, restarting the service, and just knowing it's offline for millions of people around the world. And I miss it. You know, Helm, you know, GitOps, all this boring bollocks. It's just not worth it, is it? Because it just makes things too easy, and I think we're making people's jobs just too easy sometimes. We pay people lots of money to do software engineering. Let's make them do it the right way and go back to the good old days of manual config changes and manual deployments. Thank you.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Okay, I'll do this one. Yeah, this one sounds like me. So, testability is the new frontier of testers complaining about how hard their work is. Time for them to suck it up and get on with it. I wrote a book about testability, and I can concur this is absolutely true. So we've migrated from just testers complaining about not being involved enough in the process to now the app is too hard to test. So we've got everybody involved in how to build the app, and now it's too hard to test. So imagine what will it be next after the lack of testability for testers, eh? They will always come up with something new to complain about. That's it, 30 seconds. Any more for any more? I don't know how
I
many more.
think Rich Tasker at the back there said he was dying to do one.
Rich Tasker!
Oh, Rich Tasker's here.
Okay, are we good then?
Okay, if there's no more volunteers, don't worry, I won't force anyone to take on anything they're not comfortable with. But yeah, that's it. Defend the Indefensible, everyone.